Hey peeps, this is AlchemistiD. Let me tell you guys a story. Storytime music. Once upon a time, there was a game called ParasiteEve. This game is an awesome game. It's a very awesome game, ParasiteEve. But I had to play it, and I played it so many times over and over that I got so sick of survival horror, and I needed to take a break from it. So I decided that my next capture was going to be from a different genre, and that genre was going to be a space combat sim, and I decided to record Colony Wars. Now, it started out nice. It started out fine. It was almost perfect. Idyllic, even. It was an awesome departure from survival horror. But then things took a darker turn. See, technical errors started popping up. More and more and more and more of them. And suddenly the game I started playing to take a break from survival horror turned into a living nightmare of sound errors, technical glitches, whacked out, messed up FMVs, and so many in-game bugs and glitches that I couldn't count them all. So, what was started out as a promising capture became a fucking nightmare, to say the least. So, to take a break from Colony Wars, I am now playing survival horror. Yeah, story time over. Okay, in all seriousness, the Colony Wars capture was just it's a fucking mess. It is the story of someone trying a different genre and optimistic and, you know, ready to relive memories from long ago, and just at the end of it becoming an insane, rambling, gibbering, drooling, nonsensical asshole. And I'm not sure whether or not I even want to upload that playthrough or not. I mean, it truly is. Okay, despite all the technical errors, Colony Wars is fine. You know, it was playable. There were so many bugs and glitches I encountered in the game, like poor collision detection. You know, just things that are, you know, not from emulation, but the game itself. Poor collision detection, getting stuck in the ship meshes, you know, just, and then there's things in the game design that just put me off, and far more than they put me off in Colony Wars 3. Just way more. Colony Wars 3 never achieved this degree of insanity that the first Colony Wars has with the bugs, with the hit detection. You know, you start shooting something and you're shooting directly at them, but all of your laser bolts are going straight through the model, or you may get stuck in the mesh, and then there's like things in the gameplay, like the fact that dreadnoughts can't kill anything. A dreadnought can't kill anything. Oh, but no, I don't care. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Ugh. Fuck you, intro. Yes, 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 yes. But there's just so many things wrong with that I found wrong, and I don't remember it being that kind of experience when I was a little kid. But now that I know, you know, how games are put together and such, it's if you guys want to see the playthrough, if you guys want to see what happens when somebody's sanity just finally just runs down to nothing, I'll upload it. But let me know if you guys want to see that, because personally I think it's like a terrible playthrough. But I'll keep it on my hard drive if you guys want me to upload it anyways. I mean, like, half the game just like serious sound problems because of the disc change and such. I can't go. I'll make a whole different video, like, yeah. Oh god. I'll make a different video talking about all the shit that I came up with and had to figure out how to fix for Colony Wars. It was so horrible. So terrible an experience capturing that game, and it didn't have to be, because the game was a fun game by itself despite its glitches. But in the end, in the final mission, you're fighting this Super Titan, and all of the bugs and glitches that I had come up against in the entire game sort of met to make this unholy fucking trifecta of suck, and I fucking lost it. I went utterly fucking insane. So now I am playing a survival horror game to take a break from the game I was playing to take a break from survival horror games. Now, if you're going to play a survival horror game, if you're new to the genre, I would suggest Resident Evil 3. I'd also suggest playing it on easy, because this game has a bastard running around in it. Yes, that was grammatically correct. He is a bastard, and you see him right there on the title screen, holding up Brad Vickers. Hi, Chicken Heart, how you doing? That is the nemesis, my friends, and that man, that thing, is an asshole of the highest caliber. So, if you're new to survival horror, and if you want to try out Resident Evil 3, or, you're not really sure about survival horror, I would definitely recommend this game, but I would recommend playing it on easy your first time, because of that motherfucker right there. Anyways, Resident Evil 3 isn't really like the other games in the series. It isn't, the survival horror B-movie vibe of the first Resident Evil with no ammo whatsoever. It isn't the kind of serious and a little bit creepy in tone of the Code Veronica X. It isn't the sprawling epic, sort of survival horror story that Resident Evil 2 is. And, it isn't like, actiony like Resident Evil 4 and 5, of course. But, Resident Evil 3 is, for me, sort of of the Resident Evil games on the original PlayStation, this is where it sort of comes together. It takes everything from Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2 and adds a few new things to the mix that were seen in Dino Crisis, as a matter of fact. It sort of adds them all into the mix here, and we see those features. I actually talked about that in Dino Crisis, how some of the features in Dino Crisis ended up in Resident Evil 3. And, it really makes an experience that is kind of survival horror light, almost. But it's still a very good experience. It's a fast, short, sweet survival horror game. And you won't be wanting for ammo. I pretty much guarantee. Unless you like unloading onto walls, you're really not going to be wanting for ammo once you get a little bit into this game. This Resident Evil 3 is my favorite of the Resident Evil games. It is my favorite in the series, bar none. Above Resident Evil 4, above Resident Evil 5, which comes at a close second, far above Code Veronica X. This is my favorite of the Resident Evil series. This is Resident Evil for me. And I first played this a long time ago. It gave me fucking nightmares, because that motherfucker you see on the screen,